Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today, I haven't written down what my things are. Today I want to talk about, or kind of give y'all some tips on how we paid off our student loan debt a couple months ago. I guess that would be a couple months ago already. But anyways, yeah, so we are student loan debt free. We became student loan debt free a couple months ago. I think in February. I finally paid those suckers off and they are all gone. So today I just kind of wanted to give you some tips and tricks and kind of things that we did to pay those off a lot quicker. We paid over $20,000 off in the past year, so that's quite a bit, and we are just loving being student loan debt free. If you're new to my channel, please click this subscribe button that's right here on your screen, and that way you can get notifications of when I upload. I upload about every week, at least once, if not twice. So please subscribe, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy these tips, and we will get going. Okay, so the first way that we paid off this debt was actually, it's nothing new. It's something that everybody needs to do, especially if you're paying off debt, and that was we created a budget and we stuck to it. And I can't say that we stuck to it 100% every single month. I can definitely say we did not do that, but we tried our absolute hardest to do that. We created budgets in every dollar every single month. We sat down together and we did it, and then we both uploaded to every dollar every day to look at where we were on it, and to, if we spent money, we could watch it go down, and then we would discuss it every week at least, if not every single day. So we were just constantly on the same page. So if you are trying to get out of debt, you and your spouse, partner, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, need to be on the same page when you're doing this. You've got to be on the same page with your budget and just constantly be communicating about it. So that's my first tip. The second tip that we did, or the second, I don't even know if I want to call these tips. The second thing that we did to pay off this debt quicker was we lived off one income. So we only lived off my husband's income. I would say about 90% of my income went to the student loans. So like the other 10% was just to pay for those random things that came up, like he needed a new battery in his car. And so we just took that out of the debt payoff fund, whatever you want to call it. And so that's why it was never 100% out of that account, because we always have something going on and it is so annoying. But whatever. So yeah, we would budget out his paycheck, and then my paycheck went to the loans. I know that's not realistic for everybody, but that is something you might want to strive for. I do not work full-time. I only work part-time. I started out 3 days a week, and now I'm doing 4 days a week. So, we made it work. We didn't have, a constant full pantry, a constant full refrigerator, a super warm house or a super cool house, whatever. Like, we saved money wherever we could. So we could live off one income and put all of my income towards the loan. The third way that we paid off our loans, I don't know if these are tips or tricks or whatever they are, but take them whatever you want. So the third way that we did this was we cut our cable. We were paying, golly, what were we paying? $140, $150 for all the channels, DVR, internet, all that kind of fun stuff. And then we decided, you know what, let's just call them and see if they can lower it. And they did. They lowered it to $120. And we're like, okay, well, I guess we can do that for a little bit. And then we were like, you know what, no, let's just cut the whole thing. And so now we're paying, well, we still have cable. I guess I shouldn't say we cut cable all the way. We still have cable. We have 5 channels, 10 channels, something ridiculous. We basically don't have TV, but we have the local channels, because my husband and I do enjoy watching sports and football and stuff like that. So we wanted to be able to do that, because that's something we enjoy doing together, especially in the fall when the NFL's on, and my husband is a big Aggies college football fan. So that's just kind of what we do on the weekends in the fall, is we hang out together and watch football. So we kind of wanted to keep that around. So right now we're paying $60, $70 for our channels, and then for our internet, which we still think is ridiculously high, and are probably about to call and complain and get that lowered if we can. We also just look, kind of what I was talking about was the point before this, was we just kind of lowered everything that we possibly could. Like we just like minimalized everything. So like all of our groceries and stuff, like we did the bare minimum that we could to get by for the month. You know, like I mean we didn't like resort to eating ramen every day because we still have to eat healthy. I really have to eat healthy because of my celiacs and like gluten-free and all that kind of stuff. So we never had extra food. We still don't have extra food because we're still paying off debt. But like we just don't have extra food in our house. Like I literally meal plan and I buy only what we will eat for those meals. We have nothing extra. So we go shopping on Sundays, and so by Saturday night we basically have no food in our house at all. So that's how we did that. What else did we cut? We went on to Xander and got new car insurance, and that lowered it a lot. And we got new homeowners insurance, which lowered our mortgage payment a lot, which was awesome. Like I'm trying to remember how much we saved per year doing that, but it was like over $1,000 by changing those two things. So that was awesome. But yeah, so like in the summer, I mean, we keep our house at 80 degrees during the day and 78 at night, which is very warm for most people. But I mean, if you've ever been to Texas in the summertime, it is ridiculously hot. Like last summer it was 100 degrees for, I mean, weeks and weeks and weeks. And if you have your air on any lower than 78, I mean, your air never turns off. Like I know people who had like $400, $500 electric bills because their house was so cool and their air never turned off. And so we're not going to do that. And then in the wintertime, we keep it at 68, which is pretty cool. But we have lots of blankets on the bed and flannel sheets, and I wear like tons of pajamas, and I love to just snuggle up in the covers, so that's fine. And then in the spring and fall, we just don't have anything on at all. So the past month or so, we have not had any of our electric on, or our electric. We've not had our AC or heat on, and so our bill was $60, which is awesome. I can totally deal with that, and it makes it worth it. So, okay, so the fourth way we paid off debt was we stopped eating out so much. And like I said, like I meal plan, so I typically meal plan to have one meal out, just because that was realistic for us. I knew at some point in the week we were just gonna go out to eat. That's just how it was, and so I just budgeted that into our meals. But that was the only time we went out to eat, and we used to go to Chipotle all the time, or go out after church on Sundays with our friends and stuff like that. And we just don't do that anymore. We usually go out to eat either Friday night or Saturday night, just because we're both exhausted. My husband works weird hours, and it's just it's easier. That's just how it is. But we go to cheap places. It's very hard for me to eat out at nice restaurants, just because of what I can and cannot eat. So when we do go out to eat, it is to like Chipotle. So we're spending less than $20 on our meal, rather than going to an actual restaurant like Olive Garden or, BJ's or something like that, where we would spend close to $30 or $35. So anyways, that's what we did. The fifth way that we paid off our debt was we did have pocket money, but we only have $150 in that. So our pocket money is anything we didn't budget for. So we don't put eating out like restaurants and stuff separate. That's in our pocket money. We do clothing now because we both are needing some stuff for the summer. Like my husband's needing stuff for work, like nicer shorts and shirts and stuff to wear to work. So we do have a clothing budget right now, but we didn't then. Our clothing came out of there. If we went to movies, if we, wanted, it was more like entertainment and clothing, and eating out was the pocket money. It was anything we didn't budget for came out of pocket money, and we only did $150, which is not a lot at all. That's like $20 a weekend, basically. So we did that. We would go over quite a bit, or quite often we would go over, but not by a lot. We usually would get to like 170. So it's not too bad. So I don't want y'all to think we were perfect at all this, because we were not at all. But anyways, yeah, just wanted to let y'all know kind of like where we are at and what we did to get that student loan paid off as quick as we possibly could. The sixth way that we paid this off was I created my debt snowball spreadsheet, which I will link somewhere on this screen. I've talked about it in tons of my videos, and a lot of you have emailed me for it because I am computer illiterate and I cannot figure out how to share it with you guys. And I am trying, if you can walk me step by step on how to do that, that would be great. Like, email me and tell me how to do it so I can share it with you guys on that video, because it is very frustrating. I know for you guys and for me that it is not working correctly. But basically, so I created this spreadsheet and it had all our loans on it. And so every time we made like an extra payment and stuff, I would be able to watch my totals go down on all my loans. And then it has like, I have it separated into different years. And so I could watch my years go away. So if we had done the minimum payment on all our loans, it would have taken us like 6 years or something like that to pay it all off. So as I was making the extra payments, I could see them zeroing in all those years. And so now we only have like we have $4,300 left on our car loan. And so if we did the minimum payments, it would take another year and a half to pay off, which is ridiculous. And we're actually going to be paying it off this year in a couple months. But anyways, it's just fun to see, and it kind of motivates you, like, oh yes, like there's another like 5 months of minimum payments we don't have to do. So that really, really helped and motivated us. If you want a copy of this spreadsheet, I will be more than happy to email it to you. Just my email's linked below in the description box. Just email me and say, hey, can I have the spreadsheet? And I will gladly send it your way. The 7th way that we paid off our debt is I increased my work hours. I kind of talked about that a little while ago. But yeah, I was working 3 days a week, and I was working probably like less than 30 hours a week. I'd say like 25, 28 hours a week. I wanted a part-time job. I had been working full-time, and I went to this part-time job at the nonprofit that I'm at, and because I have to maintain a low stress level for all sorts of medical reasons and stuff. And so part-time was great. I loved that, but I was finding that I was getting more and more busy at work as I was taking on more programs and stuff, and I just wasn't having time to do it all. And so I talked to my boss, and we actually increased my hours by 1 day. So now I work 4 days a week. I work over 30 hours a week, and it's perfect. It's still stress-free. I love it, but it also brought in some more income for us. And that extra income was thrown into my student loans. And so that really, really helped us out. So if you're part-time or whatever, try to see if you can increase your hours. That would be awesome. Or if you're full-time and you get paid overtime, take advantage of that, because overtime is awesome. I used to have tons of overtime during tax season when I worked for CPAs. So yeah, that stuff's awesome. Okay, so the last way that we paid off the debt, or that helped us pay off debt, was I actually took on some side jobs-ish, I guess. I actually used to have like an organizing business, so I would go into people's homes and help them organize their closet or their office or whatever they needed help with. And so I kind of stopped doing that when I took on tax season with my CPA firm that I had been working at, because I just didn't have time for it. But I kind of just done I kind of stopped doing it. And then I had some opportunities come up. Some people ask, like, would you mind helping out my mom, or would you mind helping out so-and-so? And I'd be like, okay, sure, like, I'll totally do it. I have the time for it now. And it's just nice little extra cash to make. And so that has helped out a lot with just extra payments. And then I have also started a YouTube channel. And I'm sure y'all are aware of this, but if you have a YouTube channel, you can make money off it. And I had one video of mine that I recorded last year, almost a year ago now, go viral, I guess you could say, or it just has tons of hits on it. And so that has brought in a nice income for me. And then you add in all these other videos that are a lot smaller, and it's pretty nice. And so thank you for all your views and your likes and your comments and stuff. It has helped me pay off my student loans, and now it is helping me pay off our car loan so we can become completely debt-free. It is like, YouTube has really, really, really helped out with that, which is just awesome. I never in a million years thought that YouTube would help me pay off my debt. But it's all thanks to you guys, really. So thank you for watching and subscribing interacting with me on these videos is great. So anyways, those are 8 things we did to help us pay off our debt this past year. We paid off $20,000, if not more. I started my videos and stuff less than a year ago, so we'd already been paying on those. So that's why the numbers are a little different if you've been sticking around with me for a while. But anyways, so yeah. I hope you enjoyed. I hope these tips kind of helped you out. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. I love answering you guys and talking to you guys about this kind of stuff and just helping you out wherever I can. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you have not. And I will see you all in my next video. Bye.